beers. Bloody
Beers.
On the piss.
And welcome back to the Bloody Brilliant Beers podcast, brought to you by Bluebet.
That's Klutz. I am Das. We are the Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started out reviewing craft beers on Facebook, and now we bring you the conversations that you'd more likely hear from the front bar at your local. And Klutzy, mate, where are we?
Mate, we're in our dirty little corner once again at the Caxton Hotel.
We put up a post during the week, if anyone saw it in our Facebook group, the BBB Frothies. If you're watching a clip or on YouTube, you'll notice we're back in the corner where we filmed probably the majority of our episodes.
Yeah, definitely.
We felt like the wall, while it looked good with the lights on it, just sort of lost the essence of the caco. So
yeah, exactly. You don't get to see, well, I don't know. I think it could possibly contribute to how we've gone in the World Cup.
Yep.
Australia were doing quite well in the rugby when we did have the 1999 final photo in the background.
That's it. We can't be 100% sure that it made a difference, but it can't not have not made a difference.
There's something in it, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, there's plenty of cool shit around here. So we thought, fuck it, we might as well display some of this cool shit.
Yeah, and we might put that light in a bit of a better spot, but for now it's going to stay there. So, yeah, thanks for your feedback on that. But for new listeners, this is our On The Piss podcast, where basically we just have a beer and catch up and talk shit for the next hour or so.
Yep.
How's your weekend, Josh?
Mate, it was actually fantastic.
That's what we love to hear.
I headed down to, I had a really chilled Friday night, did fuck all.
Nice.
And then got up nice and early and headed down to Brunswick Heads with
Caitlin. What a spot.
So
did you go to the pub?
Yeah, we did go to the pub. Went there for a couple of skewies.
Second best pub in Australia. Third best, maybe.
Yeah.
Up there, though.
Yeah, it's fucking up there. It's great.
Right up
it's
there.
elite. But when we got there, so it's the second time I've been to Brunswick Heads, right?
Yep.
First time was a bit rainy and whatever.
Yep.
On the weekend,
rainy,
pissing down.
Yep, perfect.
But it's still lovely.
You know what's fucking annoying? Monday today, day of recording, perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Klutzy goes to the fucking beach and it rains all weekend, and then he digs holes in the sun.
It
and
just
it's
seems
perfect.
to happen all the time.
Yep.
So, yeah, the whole purpose of Caitlin really wanted to go down because they do a market on the first Saturday of every month.
Yep.
And I was like, with the greatest amount of respect, I
market's
can't
at
be
home.
fucked driving down to go to a market
Yep.
for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yep.
And then driving back.
That's a big drive
Might
for
as
a
well stay
little
there.
market. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
fuck
Did you
yeah.
stay?
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
it was
wow.
great, but we rocked up and it's pissing down rain. And it wasn't like heavy rain, but it was enough.
Annoying rain, wasn't it?
I was like, do we have to go to the market? She's like, oh, we might as well go check it out. I was like, fuck, whatever. Go walking.
Unlike you to not want to go to the markets.
Bro, I was drenched. Like,
Yeah, okay,
I
so,
ended up
yep.
walking around, if you're watching this, I ended up walking around like this.
Yeah, because your shirt was so
The
fucked.
shirt was just sticking to my tits. And it was so
That's not a good look for anyone either.
No. So, we had a really quick dash around the market. And we're like, okay, this is not going to happen. Like,
Yeah.
I got to change clothes.
Yeah.
Couldn't check in either, so I just did a quick change in the street of my shirt, and then
Free show.
Went to Brekkie, had a fantastic breakfast.
Yep.
But I really had to shit afterwards.
Coffee gets you.
And yeah, bro. And it was so funny. I've gone to the public toilet in the park, and I'm sitting down, and it's this fucking cold steel.
One of the stainless
toilet.
steel ones.
Yeah.
Did it have a seat on it, or just?
Nah.
I hate those ones.
And it's just been
dude.
raining, so it's so
Wet.
cold. And I'm just like, oh. And then I'm just like, I can hear all this whispering in the cubicle next to me, in the disabled cubicle. And I was like, there's multiple voices in there, and they sound so young.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I should have picked up on what was happening a lot sooner. But then I could just like, I started smelling something, and I was like, oh, what is that? I've smelled that before. Surely not in the middle of a public park during fucking New South Wales school holidays.
Oh god.
And then I just heard this. Well, I can't really do the noise, but yeah, they were smashing a bong, these little kids. And it was just so funny because I was doing one of the worst shit I've done in a while. It just smelled like processed poo. Like, it was so fucked. And these kids are ripping a big bong right next to like, you're sucking up my shit. And that's why you don't eat or piss on the toilet or smoke bongs, because you don't know what you're going to
sucking in.
The best thing was, though, I get out and there's this dude that walks in and he's just like, were they smoking billies in there? I was like, yeah, bro. And I just did one of the worst shit. And he's just gone.
Shout out to those kids if you're listening.
Bro, it's so funny. But
imagine the insides of their lungs. Terrifying stuff.
I know. And I could see them walking
That's not
away.
where I expected that story to go either. I was
so
waiting
funny,
for it to
bro.
take a very, very sour turn. But
I saw them walking away and they look like fucking 12 years old. I was like, wow.
Bro, fuck.
The youth of today, they're just
changed.
They're wild.
Yeah,
they're wild.
That's it.
Not much to do in Brunny, I suppose.
No.
But it is a nice sleepy town.
Especially when you can't drink beers at the pub.
Yeah, fucking oath. So, had a bit of a look around, and if people remember, like we went to go check in, right? So, walked around for a bit, then we went to go check in. And if people remember, like a month or two ago now, I went away with Caitlin and her family.
Yep.
And we stopped in Mulaney.
Yeah, it was just when you
grab some
thought you were
beers.
going to Mulaney, but you were going
But
to...
we're going somewhere else.
Yeah, 40 minutes away. Yeah.
Caitlin drives to this motel.
Fuck.
And she's already pointed it out on the way in. And I had my suspicions. And I've gone up. She's pulled up. She's like, can you just go get the key?
Check in, yeah.
It's like, yep. And I really had some hectic suspicions.
No.
And I've pressed the buzzer and it's called up this bloke. And I was like, hey, mate, how you going? He's like, good, mate. How are you? I was like, yeah, not too bad. Just looking to check in. He goes, well, that's going to be a bit difficult considering we're renovating the entire motel. I was like, really? I think we've got a reservation. He's like, you're going to have to check if there's somewhere else because
well, you don't have one
we're
here.
closed. I was like, oh, really? And I got back to the car and said to Caitlin, take a look. Have a look.
Have a look at this joint. What do you reckon?
You reckon this big temporary fence and all the blokes in hard hats walking in and out of every single room with ladders and shit everywhere?
Reckon they might know about our reservation?
Reckon, yeah. She's like, oh, I didn't even notice that. I was like, well,
Guess
when
what?
we drove past and I said, maybe that's not where we're staying. He said, no, it is.
Okay.
Definitely fucking
You're the
wasn't. So that was a bit embarrassing.
So where are you staying?
This place called La Chalet.
So it was in
And it was like
Brunswick?
literally like a couple of 100 metres back the other way.
That's okay then.
It was
That's
still in
all right.
Brunswick, but I was like,
I was waiting for
fuck's
something
sake.
fucked there, for it to be in Sydney or something. Yeah.
Would have been so shit. But yeah, if you're looking to go to the sales or Le Sales in Brunswick Heads, well, it's not fucking open, and it's very obvious when you go there and see all these tradies walking in and out. The foreman,
It's Le Closed.
it's Le Closed, big time. I turned around and I locked eyes with the foreman.
Yeah.
And he's there on the phone,
like-
and he's just looking at me.
Like, what's the
so
drop on
weird.
this drain? What's the fall on this drain, bud?
Do you need any plumbing done? Because I'll fuck everything. Yeah. But yeah, that was a bit frustrating. But it was a great weekend.
Didn't
I'll
Caitlin
see.
misplace her car on the weekend too?
Oh, that was bad. I drove the last leg home. Not that it's a big
Drive, yeah.
Not that it's a big drive, but her roommate wasn't there. I was like, oh, Heather's car's not here. She's like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, where's my car? I
We're
just
in
sat silent. She's like, oh, we're in it. I was like, holy fuck, you've been on fire this weekend.
Great weekend. though.
It was pretty funny though, the last thing. So we went to the Brunswick Heads Hotel for a couple of drinks, and we are going to eat, and we're like, fuck it, there's this new restaurant.
Yep.
And it was called Troublesome. Japanese.
Lots of languages in your weekend, wasn't
Oh,
there?
bro, so many languages. There was love language, Japanese language, fucking tradie language, surfing language, a lot of language.
Billy language.
Billy language, yeah, that's a funny language to listen to.
Yeah, fucking hell.
But yeah, this new place, Troublesome, was fucking awesome. It was sort of like, it was genuinely like Yoko,
Yep.
but not as pricey, which was lovely. Cocktail, like we got like 4 cocktails, 2 each, and a whole bunch of food, and it was like so fucking cheap for
Yeah,
what we
fuck
got.
yeah.
It was so good. But one of the great place as well. If you go down to Brunswick Heads, go check out Troublesome. The cocktails were amazing. All the food was so good. The eggplant sticks, fried eggplant sticks, dude. It sounds
Aubergines?
oh mate, ridiculously good.
Really?
Ridiculously
I'm not an eggplant guy.
Well, you need to be for this stuff.
Really?
They deep fry it, bro.
I was going to say, is it deep fried? Yeah, that
not
might
fried.
change my
So,
mind.
yeah, it's deep fried.
Yeah.
So it's fucking tasty and teriyaki sauce and shit like that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, like
plenty of
real
sauce.
Japanese fusion sort of shit. Real Asian fusion.
Yeah, real traditional stuff.
Yeah, you know, traditional Asian fusion. So it's just like fucking chuck every cunt in there and eat it.
And
It's
heaps
good.
of sauce and you should
But-
be right. Bit of chicken and avo.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Caitlin went away to the toilet and I went to go pay. And then I've gone to sit back down and I've heard like this girl and she's chatting to one of the other people working there. She's like, I'm pretty sure he's an NFL player. And I was just sitting there and I sort of locked eyes as they said that. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is funny. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, geez,
Surely
imagine if I
run
was an
with this.
NFL player.
Surely
Like,
run with this.
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift have
Yeah.
come to town
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Brunswick Heads while
Yeah.
the season's on. But
Yeah, the season just kicked off, didn't it? Yeah.
but yeah, it came up and said g'day and recognised us from the podcast.
Oh,
So,
did they? There you go.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we've seen your head on reels. I was like, it's a pretty fucking hard head to miss because it's so ugly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you to everyone at Troublesome. It was a fucking fantastic.
It was very
feed.
far from troublesome.
It was it was good, son.
Very good,
It was
son.
good, bruh. So yeah, it was fucking awesome. Northern New South Wales, by the way, shout
Stunning
out to
beaches,
it.
stunning
Oh my
beaches,
god,
yeah.
beaches and just
Is it-
like all the rainforest.
Is it a coincidence
vibe.
that the best part of New South Wales is the closest part to Queensland? No.
Fuck no.
There's a reason it's the best
Yeah,
part of New
exactly.
South Wales.
There's a reason why there's Queensland dominated down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you're on the border, most of them say they're from Queensland.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
What was it
shout
like
out to
time
them.
travelling with daylight savings?
bro, so good. You
Yeah.
picked up an hour. It
Yeah,
was great.
unbelievable. Didn't
What's-
send through any fucking winning tips. Actually, you did on the weekend.
Yeah, I
Sent through a
did,
winning tip
actually.
from the future.
I am so annoyed. I haven't hit something in Punt Club since July or August. It's been a long dry spell.
Yeah, me too, to be fair.
And I know. And Das was like, fuck, I got no idea. Can you just put a bet on for me or something?
Yeah, I was
like,
out. I
"Oh."
wasn't on my phone, and I was like, I'm going to miss
Yeah.
it, so can you just do it?
And I was like, all right, man. I was like, hey, I actually like this. Like, just do that. You're like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see the race, but everyone's like, holy fuck, the Riff rocketed home. Das got his first win. And then
Off the nudie run.
I lost to a $65 horse on the line in my race, and I had the favourite.
Yep.
And then I put my $20 bonus on something at Toowoomba, lost by a nose on the line as well.
That's the way she goes, man. That's punning.
Yeah, mate, that's punning. You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, head to gamblinghelponline.org.au.
Thanks for the weekend.
Yeah. How's yours?
Yeah, good. I didn't fucking do anything. Okay, quick bit of admin for this segment. We feel like we haven't done any admin in a while. I mean, a few questions coming in. First off the bat, we just wanted to give a huge thank you to everyone for getting around the pod of late. The streams and stuff have been crazy, but also the content in BBB Frothies in Facebook
mate.
has been unbelievable.
It's been so good. There's been a lot of memes of us coming up, and there's one man in particular who has just been going above and beyond for many a week now.
Yeah, Lockie. I don't know how to say his last name. Olm. O-L-M, I'm guessing.
so.
Has
I like
been
it.
producing some unbelievable content. But there's been heaps of people posting in there as well, which is awesome. We'd love to see it.
Das has been creased by one today.
Yeah, the one today from Oliver Goodwin, the Joshy. So if you listen to the Monday show, you'd know what we're talking about with Joshy. He basically fused Klutzy and Koshi in AI, and fuck me, I haven't laughed at something that hard in so long. Such a niche reference from the pod as well. Like, it's a small
I know.
snippet of like towards the back end. And I'd completely forgotten about it, to be honest. And when I saw it, I was like, that is so fucking funny.
I look like some fucking middle-aged Middle Eastern dad.
Yeah, yeah, in a good
so
way.
funny, yeah.
But the other thing we wanted to update you on is Klutzy's marathon challenge. People probably think that's fallen by the wayside, but it has not.
Fuck no, we've actually been doing a lot of work in the background
Behind
for
the
this.
scenes. Yeah, so we still don't have a date locked in, but at the moment it's looking like it's going to be happening upstairs at the Caco on a Saturday, kicking off at about midday. And it will be open to the public. So if you're listening to this, you can come along and cheer Klutzy on.
We'll give you, what do you reckon, like at least 4 weeks notice? I
Yeah.
reckon.
We're not going to just be like, oh, it's this Saturday. Fucking come and do it. Like, the only issue is this time of year, the Caco starts to fill out, but we're frantically working to try and lock in a date. So we'll have a few weeks to get it ready. And if you're not in Brizzy, don't fear, because we will be live streaming it. So you will be able to watch along.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely hasn't fallen by the wayside. And one of us is getting a tattoo either way. So stay
And
tuned.
the
for
tattoo
that.
will be happening
hopefully here.
Hopefully.
We haven't locked that in either, but we're hoping to get a tattoo artist here on the day to do it like as the bell finishes on the final thing. So,
bro, I've literally been thinking about it and have so much head noise thinking like, if I go to lose, I'm going to have like a gut full of pizza.
Yeah.
Just like lying down, getting a tattoo somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like,
maybe
oh
I'll get it
my
on your
God.
guts.
Probably going to be like clogged up as fuck or trying to push a shit out.
Oh.
Right.
Also, shout out, who was it in our group chat? We're talking in our boys group chat during the week, and we're saying that, we're going to open it up so people can come and watch and have a beer. They're like, oh, fuck, that's such rough conditions for Klutzy. People will be trying to get him to drink. I'm like, rough conditions, cunt. Yeah. I did a marathon in 32-degree heat in the fucking Sydney. So,
dude, it'll be such rough conditions when you think about it. Imagine how many people are going to be up here.
Oh, hopefully lots. I reckon they'll be cheering you on, though. They'll be on your side.
It'll still be rough conditions,
Yeah, for sure. So that's coming. Stay tuned for that. The other thing that's coming is Australia's most ordinary rig. Sorry, I'm mistaken. The world's most ordinary rig. So Klutzy, if those who don't know, actually won the Budgie Smuggler Australia's most ordinary rig last year, 2022. And he's going again this year, but on the world stage. France and England, I believe.
Yeah,
competing.
France and England. I think one of the boys who competed last year as well was a Safa. So
okay. So there's going to be South African representation
I believe
as well.
Marius is representing South Africa.
Fuck yeah.
Friend of the show. He's a former Jeeps man and resides in Sydney now. So representing the South Africans.
That's awesome. So if you're in Sydney or can get to Sydney on the 4th of November to the Ivy Pool Bar, head to Budgie Smuggler's Instagram. All the details are there. But definitely come along if you can make it. And the final bit of admin, Josh. People may have noticed that we had a fill-in for the sports show this week. Our good mate Crow. Well, last week, I mean. Jack Cronin.
Good old Caesar's Palace.
We were pretty stoked with his performance, to be honest. A great debut.
Yep. They're calling it one of the greatest podcast debuts of all time.
The
man's only done one other podcast beforehand. It was 3 years ago, and it was to sum up the Raiders season, I believe, with none other than the rugby league guru.
So he obviously
it would have been the dribbliest thing ever.
He obviously only podcasts with the best of the best. But there's a few rumours I've heard. I haven't heard it specifically, but there's rumours that Donny has outed himself on his own podcast, saying that he's leaving the Caxton and leaving Brisbane. And we just wanted to come on here and jump on the front foot and clear things up. We're sacking Donny.
Yeah. Donny's gone.
Fired. See you, bruh.
I don't know if you've... I don't know. Look, obviously after Brisbane had a dismal back end 20 minutes, like we've really started to have a look at just everything like that, how you can perform so well at the start and then just fade away at the back end. And I think most people can agree that Donny's last couple of podcasts, he was falling away.
He just hasn't been doing enough avocado work. The headgear didn't go on once.
No, I think that was the telltale sign for us was when the headgear came off.
Because we want someone who's able to fuck at all times. Like, if needed, you need to be able to fuck. And
you can't just finger bang.
No, and you can't just put the headgear on willy-nilly and take it off whenever you want. You need to commit to the headgear.
Exactly.
And Donny refused to commit to the headgear. It was all a big show on camera. His headgear work, his avocado work.
I've never seen someone take a headgear off so quickly in my life.
Exactly.
I've never seen someone so keen to not fuck and to not get into contact work.
It was like, as well, when we'd finished the show, he'd just lift his legs up above his head and just shoot the avocado seeds out of his ass like a machine gun. I think he could not get them out of there quick enough.
I don't know if you know this. I sort of wanted to keep it quiet. But he didn't even have him up there the last time we had him.
Yeah, right. See, and that's the sort of shit that we just can't be having on our show. So, we just wanted to come on here and squash any rumours that he's moving up north for a great opportunity on radio. If that was the case, we'd be really happy for him and supporting him, but it's not the case.
No, he got fired from the sports show.
He got fired because he wouldn't wear his headgear and he wouldn't put avocado seeds up his ass. And that's all we're going to say on the matter. And don't believe anything else that you hear anywhere else.
Exactly. So, and you know what? We've been thinking for a while who could be someone that could come on and really
pick up that load.
Yeah, toss the avocado seeds to the side and pave their own way.
That's it.
And that's Caesar's Palace.
That is Caesar's Palace.
Big tall Jack Crow.
Maybe he'll get some like feta, tomato,
some
cucumber, dukkha.
Dukkha, yeah.
Shove that up his ass.
Yeah, exactly. So rather than just be like an avocado smash.
One trick pony.
Yeah, exactly. It's more like an avo feta.
A well-balanced diet, yeah.
A very well-balanced diet, in fact. Darcy.
Healthy
That's
fats,
a great way.
veggies.
There's a bit of spice. There's a bit of nut.
Yeah.
It's great.
He's got it all, this bloke.
He does have it all. But, yeah, we definitely got rid of Donny.
Yeah.
100% truly got rid of Donny.
Yeah.
So... yeah,
maybe we can start a bit of a movement for him on Thursday. He told us he was going to have one more appearance on the sports show, but now he's dogged that as well, so he doesn't even get a farewell. So maybe tomorrow, if you're listening to this tomorrow for the sports show, if you've got any avocado seeds lying out, put them at your front door.
Yep.
Seeds out for Don.
Yep.
Spread your seed for Don.
It's a lot of seeds to be spread.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, he said he's not even willing to do one more. So
He can't even face the music.
that just shows the
caliber of the man.
Yeah, exactly. Crow had one of the all-time fuck ups coming back up from Sydney after the grand final. Like
Yep.
not of his own accord,
Flight's cancelled.
but of course there's a flight airline that is just notorious for cancelling flights. He had it cancelled 26 hours.
Yep.
Couldn't get a
Delayed.
flight for 26 hours.
Unbelievable.
And then he flew back. Didn't work the 9 to 5. He did the 7 till 6.
Yep. That's the sort
And
of
then the
bloke.
next day did another long shift and came straight from his work to the Caco to say, boys, I'm fucking here.
Let's go. That's the sort
I'm
of bloke
fucking
we want.
here. So yeah, we're let us know how you're liking that as well.
Yeah, give us any feedback. We're sad to see Donny go. If the rumours are true and he's moving up north,
Speak for yourself, cunt.
for a good opportunity, we wish him all the best. But yeah, we're sacking him. And make sure if you're listening to this, you put your seeds out on Thursday morning and send us a photo.
I think it's I'm starting to get the vibe that I wouldn't say we're the problem,
Yep.
but there's a few podcasts that are left up here now.
Yep. Just not made of the right stuff.
Not made of the right stuff.
Can't withstand the pressures of recording at the Caco, I guess.
I think it's when I get the ball sack out.
Yeah.
And no one
Scares
can
them
compare
off.
to the nuts. There's only one man that can at the moment. Well, there's a few from our friend group, but one of the boys the other night did, and I got put in my place. But I haven't had anyone do that up here yet.
No. So if there's anyone out there, show yourself.
Yep. Right, it's been a while. We're bringing it back, though. Celebrity cock-off.
I feel like we might need to get a bit of a fucking intro sting for Celebrity Cock-Off.
Yeah, I think we do. For those of you who don't know as well, we don't have the sting this week, unfortunately. But Celebrity Cock-Off. Basically, we just come to the party with people who we think have great cocks.
Yeah, and we rank them against each other to
Yep.
see who we think's got the best. Again, it's not always based on pure size.
No.
But that obviously does play a part. We've got a running list as well, which will eventually, at the end of this segment, add these two new members.
It's more so, I think, you drop the pants, the cock's flopped out, and you go, hey,
It's the complete package.
nice cock.
Nice cock, yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't have to be big.
Got a bit of a list going at the moment. We'll update it once we chuck our new people in.
Yep.
Now,
Now,
you're going to hate me
why?
for what I'm about to say.
It's Nathan Cleary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Nathan
Fuck,
Cleary.
I knew it was going to be Nathan
It's
Cleary.
Nathan Cleary.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to come out and say straight away, across this podcast over the years, I wouldn't say I've bashed the bloke.
Yeah. I think you accused him of being a steroid cheat at one stage.
Well, allegedly. I
Yeah.
just said, no one can have a
Shit in that.
chin
Yeah.
or like, I don't know. I think Nathan's a great guy, just quietly.
Yep.
Fantastic football player. And I just think what he did a couple of weeks ago
Yep.
has asserted himself into one of the more phenomenal cocks in Australian sport.
Yep. If you didn't listen to the sports show last week, I basically said that I've previously said Cleary's not a big game player, and I think he only ever plays well when he doesn't need to and they're already winning, but he proved me so wrong in the grand final.
I gave him a 12.6% chance of taking that game by the balls when he needed to and no one else would.
Yep. And if
Well,
you're going
if
to take
he
a
heard-
game like that by the balls, you got to have a huge fucking cock.
Yeah, so...
Like, he's not a cheese wagon operator.
No, definitely not. And I just think like he's starting to get to that age as well. He's only a couple of years younger than us where he's fully developing as a
Growing
man.
into his dick, yeah.
Yeah, and right, he grew into that cock.
Yep.
And I don't know, I think he's got some good looks as well.
Yeah, 100%.
His old man bit of a looker
Silver
as well.
fox,
A silver
yeah,
fox, dude.
100%.
I actually didn't realise how much of a silver fox Ivan was as
Yeah.
well.
Also, credit to Ivan. The funniest thing ever was asking when he was talking about being asked to come back and coach the Panthers, and he was like, "Fuck yeah!" At their fucking awards dinner. That was funny.
Yeah, that was good. So, yeah, I just think Nathan Cleary has really put together a resume, and I'm scared to see what the cock will look like in a few years.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
it could be too good.
where would you position him against one of the greatest Australians of all time? A request we had on the froth line a couple of weeks ago in Steve Irwin.
Fuck.
Because to me, it's a tough one. Well, actually,
Bro,
it's not a tough one.
I don't think it's a tough. All right. Well, we're comparing a guy who won a football game to a man who wrestled the largest land lizards of all time.
Yeah. And we're not talking about
And he has the largest fucking
land lizard.
land lizard now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he
Yeah.
has wrestled cocks.
Like-
He wrestled crocs, and each croc he wrestled added to his cock.
I think you could potentially say that Cleary's performance in the GF is the equivalent of wrestling a croc, not
Yeah,
a cock.
yeah.
But that's a one-time job for
It's a
Nathan.
one-time job.
That's a
Steve-
Tuesday for Steve.
Mate, it's every fucking day.
That's what I mean. Like,
And
he eats that
he's-
shit for breakfast.
Such a good bloke as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't have the pleasure of meeting him.
No,
I'm
neither.
just saying from everything that you see
Yeah.
on the TV and all his conservation work and just everything he did, the bloke was just a fucking goer.
And
Like,
a legend, yeah.
and an absolute legend. And the shit that he did was so risky.
Yep, 100%.
Like, genuinely, there's not many people you can say died doing what they love.
Yep.
He genuinely died doing what he loved.
Yep.
It was fucking being one with nature in the ocean.
Yep.
And
Don't know much about that, John.
no, we don't know fuck all about it. But we do know that Steve fucking knew heaps about it.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Out of anyone, he knew a fuckload
But
about it.
I just think, like, a guy that jumps on the back of a fucking crocodile, where crocodiles just eat cunts like no tomorrow.
He's
if
gotta
they're
have a
within-
big dick.
Oh, dude, got to have an impressive cock.
Yep.
Also fairly built.
Yeah,
nice
100%.
tan complexion.
Yep.
And I think going with the green
Like, obviously
khaki
strong. Yep.
would be really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've got to have a fair bit of a hog on you to
Yeah.
like do this sort of activities he was doing.
Yeah, I agree.
If Nathan Cleary had have played like he did the other night in every Origin game he's ever played, maybe we'd be having a different conversation. I think this could be a case of Cleary potentially reaching the upper echelons of our list.
Yeah,
if
but-
he continues to
Yeah.
perform on the big stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that performance was of a big cock level.
I'm just
But-
going to say that is one of the greatest displays of football I've
Yeah,
ever
it's
seen.
fucked.
It was like jaw dropping shit. Like, that's something you tell the grandkids about.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Like, if you're
Not in
a,
my family.
if you're a Penrith tragic, you'll go, where were you in 2023
Yeah.
when Nathan Cleary
That will be your Roman Empire.
got his cock out
Yeah. And fucked Brisbane.
and fucked Brisbane?
hard.
Yeah.
And they didn't want it
Yeah.
at all.
No.
But I still think he doesn't hold a torch to the late great Steve Irwin.
Am I going to sound crazy saying this?
I don't know. Don't know what you're going to say.
I think Steve goes number one.
I agree. Above Thor, 100%.
Above Thor, because Thor, like, yeah, impressive, but
Not that impressive.
made up hero.
Made up. Steve Irwin's a real life. He's wrestling real life dinosaurs
Yeah. Fuck
on a
no.
daily basis.
Those cunts have survived for years.
Yeah.
And he's just gone, you know
They're
what?
still going.
I'll take you on.
So second is Sean Johnson, third Cam Munster. I think there's no question Steve won.
Yeah,
the question
Steve
is,
won.
where does Cleary sit after that?
Fuck. I think,
Has
dude, he's not above Cam Munster.
no.
No.
Again, if he has more performances like he did on Sunday,
He's getting up
he's
towards
got
the upper
he's got the
echelons.
potential to be up
Yeah.
above Cam Munster.
I'm
But Cam
disappointed
Munster's
he's not
done
playing
it.
for Australia.
Cam Munster's done it time and time again.
Yeah, he has.
Okay, what do you reckon was a better performance, Munster 2020 Origin Game 3 or Cleary on Sunday night?
Munster's entire Origin series in 2020.
Yeah.
He literally took the worst
I didn't
Origin
mean to
team
say,
of all
I don't know if I
time.
said 2023 there. I meant to say 2020.
Yeah, I think you said game 3.
Oh,
but
Game
I'm saying
3.
the
Yep,
whole
yep.
the
Series.
whole thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Like the
He
bloke
came
went on
off
a
the back
fucking
of a bender. Yeah, after winning the GF.
You know what I mean? Like, and
That
we are
adds
very
cock
well
points.
versed in this, dude.
Yeah.
This is our Roman Empire.
100% it is.
This is our fucking Roman Empire.
Yeah, that's what people fail to
Ken
understand.
fucking Munster, baby.
Yeah, off the back of a bender, taking New South Wales and doing what Cleary did to to Brisbane and fucking them.
Yep. So
we're not putting him above Cam Munster.
no, he can't
yet.
go above Cam
Yeah.
Munster.
This is a live list, so it can change.
It can change.
It's not set in stone. So underneath Munster is Chewbacca. Does he go above the big red lipstick?
Oh, dude, that's a tough one, huh?
Yeah.
That's a very tough one. I've got a very soft spot for Chewie as well.
Me too. Under Chewie's Aquaman. I think he's above Aquaman.
He's above Aquaman, but I don't think he's above Chewbacca.
Chewie. Yeah, we also probably don't want 3 rugby league players next to each other.
No. He's definitely below Chewie. man.
Okay, so we're going Steve Irwin
He's above a fish cock, but he's not
above a
above
lipstick cock.
a lipstick
Lipstick dick.
Giant dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lipstick dick. So Steve Irwin, Thor, Sean Johnson, Cam Munster, Chewbacca, Nathan Cleary, Aquaman, the rest.
The rest.
Wayne
What else we
Bennett.
got on there? Wayne Bennett.
Tim Allen, Sacha Baron Cohen,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
Pete Davidson and Donald Trump still at the
Dude.
bottom.
Did you see today? I didn't actually read it, but it was on Lab Bible. I'll try and get it up really quickly. But someone posted in Frothies about it. Fucking Pete Davidson came out to talk about his cock.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it. Dun, 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 dun.
Here we go.
Pete Davidson clarifies. I don't even know what I'm doing there. Pete Davidson clarifies the size of his manhood.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's the
So,
headline, yeah. Let's see if we can do some Googling.
Davidson manhood.
God, he's just Google Pete Davidson manhood.
Oh wow. Pete Davidson has cleared up the mystery behind his much talked about big dick energy. The actor who has dated some of the most beautiful women in Hollywood was asked about his manhood during his appearance on The Breakfast Club. It's a very normal sized penis. It's like, not too big or too small.
That sounds like something someone would say with a huge
It's a
dick.
huge cock,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Fuck. That's back in April as well. There's
Yeah.
nothing new. So, quick shout out to The Hook on Facebook, who is posting really old articles.
yep, that's not even an article. There's no link or anything.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Disgusting journalism.
It's really bad. Go to the comments and find it.
I hate that.
Go and fuck yourself.
Go and fuck yourself. Shout out to Steve Irwin and shout out to Nathan Cleary. Never thought I'd give him such a big rap, but he deserves it.
He does deserve it. Shout out to the Hogs.
Clutzy, my scat thought of the week. I was sitting at my desk today trying to work.
That's so fucked.
Neighbour across the road out the front, you know where my little desk setup is? It's like
Yeah.
at the front of the house.
Yeah.
Neighbour across the road, cutting something out of their yard, or so I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Power
Yeah.
tools in use. And we're talking 8 o'clock on a Monday, so
Yeah.
well within their right.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean it didn't fucking annoy the shit out of me.
No, definitely not.
AirPods also dead, so I couldn't put them in.
Fuck.
Whatever, blocked it out, did what I needed to do, finished, 20 minutes of silence, great, this is awesome. And I don't know why it triggers me so much, but those sorts of noises, I went and played golf with a few of the boys a couple of weeks ago, and they were building a house next to one of the holes.
Yeah.
And I was like, the sound that job sites make just trigger me, like, meow, meow. I'm like, I could not do that. It would fucking drive me mental hearing that all day. It actually angers me, I don't know why.
It is pretty fucked.
Anyway, then the bloke at the place out the back starts. Same sort of thing. I'm like, oh my God. And my scat thought was, how do we live in a world where they can clone animals and pigs and mice and shit? We can literally invent life, but we don't have silent power tools. You know what I mean? Cars drive themselves.
It's like you had the neighbour with the young fucking son who smokes durries like no tomorrow on the mower in the middle of the week a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Dude, I know what you mean.
Again, vacuums, mowers, so loud.
I know what you mean.
Surely,
It makes sense.
why isn't there a way that we can just do that quietly?
If you can muffle a car, surely you can muffle a fucking power tool.
Exactly.
Maybe
There's
that's
got to be a way to do it. If we've got the technology to literally copy life, and I know it's not human
I
life,
just want to have a look if our friends at Milwaukee are doing anything like that.
like a silent power tool.
Can you do a silencer on a power tool?
Because it fucking would make my life so much better.
Yeah, fuck.
Nothing.
I don't know. I don't think they're doing anything about it, and I think that people need
Gap
to
in the market. $1 million idea.
massive gap in the market because there's always residential complaint. You can't start work.
Yep.
You could potentially, let's say it's summertime.
Yep.
You know what sucks? being in the fucking sun.
Oh, so you want to
summer.
start early? Yep.
Imagine if you could start earlier.
Oh,
you know,
fucking hell. Start at 4 a.m.
I genuinely think some people could start at 4 a.m. so they could knock off at midday.
100%.
Bro, it'd be so good.
Yeah, fucking
You got the whole Arvo ahead of you.
Yep, and you don't have to work through the hottest part of the
No,
day.
most cunts get up at 4
You
a.m.
can't tell me that we can fucking clone a pig and we can't invent a silent drill or a silent fucking
You know
saw.
what? I'm not going to tell you that because I just think people aren't fucking
Putting
doing
their
the
energy
damn thing.
in the right areas. Like,
I'm
the fucking-
genuinely like after hearing, I'm like, what the fuck? Like Milwaukee, for example, we get the rep at TAFE, right?
yeah.
And he comes out and he goes, over in America, where Milwaukee's founded,
Yeah.
shout out to Milwaukee, not an ad or anything, by the way.
Is a state, but
over there, they have people that are dedicated that go to job sites
and solve
and
problems.
ask cunts,
Yeah.
what's the next tool that would help, or what's something that could help you?
Maybe ask the neighbours.
And bro, within 24 hours, they got a prototype.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to
Ask
start
the
a bit of a
neighbours.
power of the pod.
Yeah. Milwaukee. Create a
Silencers
silent.
on fucking power
Silencers,
tools.
yeah. Maybe just a big box, soundproof. Take
Yeah.
your shit in there and fucking cut it up.
Babe, I've said it before. Now, this could ruffle some feathers. I don't know if I've said it on the podcast, but we have an industry that is the most expensive, rich industry in the fucking country, right? And in most countries, that is construction.
Yep.
And we have possibly some of the dumbest cunts in this country running those industries and working
They
in
need
those
the
industries.
minds like us.
Right, well,
Thinking of the neighbours, getting annoyed.
they don't
trying to-
fucking need me, I'll tell you that much, because I do nothing for the industry. I do absolutely
Bring it
nothing.
into disrepute.
I do bring good morale, actually. That's what I bring
Especially
to a
on
job
Fridays.
site. Fucking oath. That is my position, I think, on a job site.
That's,
is
you know, when
morale.
you look at your resume and it's like skills and attributes.
Yeah.
Number one for Clutzy, morale.
Morale.
Through the roof.
If you got someone down, I'll get them back up again.
Yeah, fucking oath.
I ain't ever going to bring you down.
No. But yeah, it just fucking absolutely rocks me. Like vacuum cleaners is another one.
Yep.
We've got a robo vac at home, which is great. But
also-
like, if you're on the phone, what's that noise? Oh, it's a fucking vacuum, which apparently has to be 400 decibels loud. Like, surely there's a way out there that we can fucking...
Also, I know there's more working from home and stuff now, but like, what do you do that you can get up on a Monday and do that
Cut
sort
down
of shit?
trees and shit,
But
yeah.
like, even the one that like wigs me out more is like a Wednesday or a Thursday, like sort of
Yeah.
early 9 to 12,
Yeah.
9 a.m. to 12 p.m. fucking getting and mowing and doing all that sort
Yep.
of shit. I don't get that. Like,
No.
if you're at home doing that yourself and not paying someone to do it to come around, like I don't get that. What are
Yeah.
you doing as a job where you are able to
mow your
afford
grass,
that? Because why I say Wednesday, Thursday, I assume most people don't take Wednesday, Thursdays off.
No, I know what you mean. They could take Monday off and work Saturdays.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
There's no point
Maybe
to
retired. I don't know.
it. Yeah, but like, there's a lot of young cunts out there too.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But it's something that I've just thought of this, but I've thought about this for many years now. When I used to work in hospo, I used to see people come in and be like, what are you doing? It's 1 p.m.
On a Tuesday.
and you are dressed in the most casual clothes.
yeah.
Or like school kids, like the age of school
Yeah.
kids walking around.
Like, why aren't you at school?
Why aren't you at school?
Yeah.
You're clearly
Surely-
not sick.
Surely someone knows, like,
Yeah, exactly.
should be on your case.
You're fucking 10 years old, mate.
Yeah.
Learn your fucking
Stop
times
smoking
tables and
bongs
sit
at
in your
Brunswick
fucking
Heads.
chair. Yeah. Well, that's the issue, isn't it? I think that's the crux of the issue.
It is.
The kids are smoking too many bongs.
Yeah. They find a way to smoke bongs out of just about anything, but you tell me we can't fucking make a silent lawnmower?
Yeah, and guess what? Guess where the bong smokers go?
Where?
The construction industry. It's fucked, mate.
It is fucked.
It's fucked.
It is fucked.
I have a real bone to pick with all that sort of stuff.
We've trailed off a bit here, haven't
Mate,
we?
oh, we have. But my proper scat thought that I have every fucking day is why do the dumb cunts run the construction industry when we've got all the money invested in it?
Yeah, don't know, mate.
There's just so many things, man, where you look at it and go,
Wow.
wow, we could save so much money if
Yeah.
we just did this. Nah, mate, too much effort.
Yep, can't
Well,
fix it.
fuck. Do you just want to keep burning money?
Do you want to just keep annoying your neighbours with your
Yeah,
loud
exactly.
fucking saws?
Let's just rip up the concrete for the third time. Why don't you just fucking double check your measurements, cunt?
Yeah.
You know?
Measure twice, pour once.
Yeah. It's fucked. I heard a saying when I first started plumbing from a fucking subby that I was working with. If you haven't done plumbing 3 times, you haven't done it right. Is that not fucked?
That is fucked.
do it once and do it right. And guess what? I fuck up all the time, but I sort of have an excuse.
Yeah. You're not supposed to know what you're doing.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Be fucking ignorant. You know, play the ignorance card.
I love
But
it.
your motto should not be
Plum
do
thrice.
it 3 times and you've done it right.
Plum thrice.
Yeah, fuck that cunt.
I love it. Did you read the post in Frothy today? Someone said, "Thank God Clutzy's got Darcy there, so he doesn't get too far down the scat thought of the week route." I've let him run today.
Oh, dude,
let him
but-
run today.
It's great. Because I tell you, there's a lot of weird shit that goes on.
Anyway.
You can really have a look at the crux of a lot of different industries and just go, wow.
Wow.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we fucking doing?
Yeah.
No, I will bring it up. We were sitting down at work the other day, actually. We're talking about conspiracy theories. And one of the boys had the best take on conspiracy theories and stuff. He's like, I feel like governments, there's stuff where there's conspiracy theorists have their conspiracies right.
Yep.
And they spend so much time on it. And it might be a legitimate thing. So then the government will chuck another conspiracy theory out to distract the conspiracy theorists
From the conspiracy.
from the conspiracy.
So it's just a never-ending cycle of conspiracies.
So there's a lot of conspiracies that are probably true.
Yeah.
But there's so many out there that aren't true, but they're just there to keep the people occupied.
It's like when we had that clip about talking about swimming, like your corpse to water ratio.
Yeah.
Like there's lots of corpses in the ocean, but no one's scared of it because of all the water.
Yeah, exactly.
No
That's
one has realised that the conspiracy theories are true
No.
because there's so many of them.
Exactly. Well, now they're fucking saying there's aliens over in Area 51 and shit.
Yeah.
Like, is that an actual thing? Or is that just them putting a fucking yabby on the line,
And
casting
just
it out and going,
Keeping us, yeah,
we've hooked him again,
yeah,
boys.
got him again. Hook, line, and sinker.
But from that, he said it's one of the funniest things I've heard. There's this theory out there
Yeah,
that aliens, right, have a massive blanket around the earth and we're sort of like guinea pigs to like go and test shit back on their own world or some shit
Yeah,
like that.
right.
But there's just these cunts there, bro, with a blanket around the world. And they just like put us under different conditions. I was like, what the fuck? How are there people that believe that?
yeah, mate.
And then-
Your industry.
Bro, I know. I know. And then they started getting into fucking the moon landing and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's like, you're telling me.
I don't want to get into the moon
Oh,
landing.
bro.
The moon landing is fucked.
Bro, the moon landing one's so funny. I even brought it up with Caitlin the other day. She's like, I have my doubts. She's like, how's a flag flying in space?
Oh,
I was like, fuck. You're really going to send me down a rabbit hole, Dale?
Don't
And we've
get me
still got
started.
another fucking hour on this trip to
get me
Brunswick
started,
Heads. You know, like, if you really want to find out what
drop
you're
her off with
dating,
the kids in the disabled toilet. They're people.
fuck, well, maybe that's where we find out all the answers to conspiracy theories.
Brunswick.
Public toilet,
In Brunswick
male,
Heads.
disabled, smoking bongs.
Have a go with the Gatorade saxophone and
Yeah.
open up your mind.
There's a very loud saxophone.
Yep.
Very loud saxophone.
Not as loud as the mower next door.
You know what? Nothing ever will be.
Anyway,
That's what really, really, really fucks us off.
see you tomorrow for the sports show. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening. We appreciate it.
Let's see what we get into then.
Bye for now.
Bye.